first time being here at the, I think, Evergreen Islamic Center. Okay, so, quick question. How's your summer going, guys? Good?
Hot.
Okay. Yeah, very hot. In fact, before I came up here, I just chugged my water bottle because it is so hot outside. And you know what? Water is important, guys. It's important. Okay, stay hydrated.
Will do.
Exactly. So my summer is really confusing because I don't know. I'm like having so much whiplash right now because mentally I'm thinking about the beginning of summer. Like, you know, I'm excited that school's finally ended and I'm making plans with my friends, and now it's like 3 weeks until August. I am terrified, and you know why? I dread seeing the back to school shopping aisle located in stores. I don't want to think about that yet. I don't want to think about junior year. Exactly. So basically, during my summer, I wanted to be a little bit rebellious, right? Because my school ended. I don't have to wake up early anymore. I'm finally free. So then I mess up my sleep schedule badly. I start sleeping at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then I start getting up at like 11 a.m. So if I'm a little bit sleep deprived right now, I'm so sorry. By the way, the only downside of this summer is that my sister, she left the house and she's in college now, right? And I'm the younger sibling, so that means that this summer, all of my parents' attention has finally turned on me. And it is horrifying. Because, you know, when you're the younger sibling, like, I think we can all agree that, like, Indian families, I think they'll place more importance on the elder sibling first, and then the younger sibling, it's like, you know, kind of like a spare, you know, an heir and a spare. But yeah, I was terrified because now, every breakfast, lunch, and dinner, my parents would ask me questions like, oh, beta, are you prepared for SAT, SCT, college applications? I'm like, my brain is so melted. I haven't thought about anything academic since like May 1st. And I'm just like, you know what, what's SAT? Kya hai? So, yeah. My name is Tanishka, as I said again. I'm an Indian American from Evergreen, which is not that common, and you know, surprisingly. And I basically wanted to talk about stereotypes of Desi people. So I think that whenever Desi people are, you know, mentioned, a lot of assumptions come to mind. So like Zena was saying, you know, Desi standard timing. How come every time there's an event, we always come late? Or all Desi people eat is spicy food, which is not true, by the way. Okay, there are so many Desi teenagers out there that have like such a low spice tolerance, including me. Where's our representation, guys? So one of the most common stereotypes of Desi people is that, you know, Desi standard timing. I swear, like, give us a starting time for an event, and we can guarantee you that we'll come minimum 2 hours late. So I remember this one time, right? So my family, we had an Indian function to go to. It was filled with like a lot of family friends that we hadn't talked to in like 8 months. There's going to be a bunch of Indian kids there, and they're going to be talking about, you know, they're going to be, all the Indian parents in the circle are going to be comparing the kids. There's going to be a lot of karaoke going on. And basically, our parents were telling us, you know, they keep telling me and my sister these remarks, like, Chalo, patkan, like, when are we gonna go? So then we get ready, right, for the function. We still take a very long time. We put on our itchy Indian clothes. We put on like heavy jewelry, which, by the way, can we just talk about like the jewelry for Indian women and girls? Like, you have to wear these jhumkas, which, although they look really pretty, they make your ears bleed. So then the entire time you're at the Indian function, you just have to like hold your ears like this whenever you're moving or whenever you're dancing. You're just like nodding your head, and they're asking if your ear is swelling up. You're just like, no, I'm good. You just have to smile through the pain. Yeah. So we were like asking our parents, hey, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? And then, you know what happens? 2 hours later, we find them in their rooms, and their eyes are glued to their phones. You can hear this, like the sound of their fingers swishing the phone. They're watching Instagram Reels, and they're not even ready. And you know what the funny part is? They're the ones who agreed to the event in the first place, right? You were the most eager about it. And I'm just like, you know what? I think we finally figured out the problem behind DST, Desi Standard Timing. The Desi parents have been addicted to social media. They've been brainwashed by the Instagram Reels. It's a problem that affects millions across the world. No, they can't bear to look away from replays of cricket videos. So another thing I wanted to touch upon is that one of the places where Desi people are not late to is, you guessed it, the airport and Costco. Yeah, Costco. Oh, Desi people go crazy over Costco, okay? It's something about the free samples. Every time that like my parents are going to Costco, they're like treating it like it's so serious. Like it's an adventure. And we're the heroes on a journey. It's like, General, let's go to Costco. Hey, like, let's go to the bakery section. Yeah, like bagels, free samples, membership card. Yeah. So I remember that lost my train of thought there again. Sleep deprivation. When we go to the airport, we always wake up at 2 a.m. and we get there by 4, okay? We treat it so seriously. Like, you can have a flight that's from 11 to 12, right? It's the noon. And it will just be like, Jello, let's go, come on. If you gotta sleep, if you're tired, sleep in the car. If you're still tired when we get to the airport, grab a jacket from the back and then use it as a blanket and sleep on the floor.
All the dads on.
Yeah, basically. So I would say last year, my family and I, we traveled to India. This was because my sister, she finally finished high school, and we've been putting off this trip for years. So now we finally get to have that Desi family reunion that happens every 5 years. We're like, both your mom's side and your dad's side still are beefing with each other, even like it's the same thing that happened from 10 years ago. And then like, you don't know your cousins, and then you run into relatives that are just like, oh, you were so young when I met you, okay? This chota hai, and I'm like, okay, just like, can I please leave? Yeah, so, we did the usual. We got up at 2 a.m. We got up at 2 a.m. and then we actually left at 5, not 4. Scandalous, right? And then we finally reached the airport. So we had a layover flight in France before we could go to India. And can I just say something about the movie selection for international flights? Whenever we're going on international flights and you want to watch a movie that's in your language, why do they always have the worst kinds of movies? Like, why are none of the movies bangers, okay? I was searching up Indian films, and no, I didn't get any like Ye Javani, Hey Javani. I didn't get any like DJLJ. I got Race 3. That's the worst one out of the Race franchise, and it has Salman Khan in it. So I'm just like, no. Yeah. So when we got there, actually, when we got to the airport in France, we realized that our gate had been changed, and none of us knew which gate it was, right? So then we were very frantic. It was a very tense atmosphere, and we were like asking the crew if they couldn't help us with our situation. And then guess what? We run into 3 other Desi people who did not know where the gate was. I'm just like, is this happening? Is this happening to us on purpose? Is there a reason all the Desi people are stranded? And the most surprising thing was that it was all 3 different generations. You got your tech bro from Google, you got a Muslim woman, and then you got like an elderly Indian couple. So we more or less realized that we were in the same boat and we couldn't find our gate. So we all like kind of put our minds together and we decided to work together, like Desi solidarity, guys. Let's go. We had to find that gate. So we were running around the airport, okay? We were frantic. We probably looked like psychopaths, but like we paid a lot for this trip, and we didn't want it to go to waste. So actually, when we got to the airport in Dubai, we lost our luggage. They lost our luggage because the gate has been changed. And it didn't just happen to me and my family, right? It happened to 40 other Desi passengers who were on that plane. So, and it was, keep in mind, it was like 1 a.m., right? And in India, it's like really hot. So what we did is that, again, Desi solidarity. We all like combined our brain power together, and then we did the thing that would make the most sense for us. We sent a bunch of angry emails to Air France. Yeah, thank you.